I'm back. I had to take a little break because, sometimes you just don't. What is this on my shirt? Sometimes you just don't feel like talking about it, and I got tired of talking about it. He is so annoying. Like, he is just so. He's so annoying, and he's so annoying because he has not stopped. So I've decided to, after this series of Who the F Did I Marry, I'm going to create a second series called Who the F Did I Divorce? Because when I tell you, this man has not, you would think after the divorce he'll just let it go and move on and leave me alone. No, he has not stopped. He is actively today still doing little things, and I realize, like, it's never going to stop. When you are an abuser, there are situations where the person will stop because they've moved on to someone else. In this case, he is an abuser, obviously, but he's moved on to someone else. So in a normal situation, most likely I would not have to deal with him other than making arrangements for the children. However, because he is an abuser and a narcissist, it's not going to stop. He has lost control in the sense of, I'm not doing what he wants me to do anymore. And when he loses control, he goes crazy. So right now he's still going. So anyways, I say all that to say I am going to make a separate series of Who the F Did I Divorce, because it has not stopped. And I want to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on and what has happened since the divorce. Okay. So I'm looking around because I'm at work. I'm working currently. So yeah, what was I about to say? Part 14. Here we go. Part 14. I know in the previous post I said, like, how I had to go to my OBGYN and, get tested and all that other stuff, and I didn't have any STDs. I do want to be completely transparent with you guys. My pH levels were off when I did get checked. And my doctor told me that sometimes that happens when you have sex with multiple partners, like, at the same time. And that's what prompted me to tell her my situation of what happened of my husband at the time sleeping with multiple men. So no, I did not contract an STD, but my pH levels were off because my husband was sleeping with other men and sleeping with me at the same time. Didn't know, obviously, but yeah, that was my situation. So anywho, 2014, I took the kids, the students in the student ministry that we were over. It was time to go to summer camp. We had planned to all go to summer camp together. Obviously, him as the youth pastor, he was going. I asked the church to still allow me to take the kids because I didn't want to let them down. And I was ready to go. Like, I was ready to get away anyway. So I took the children to summer camp. We had a great time. Oh, excuse me. That is disgusting. Wow. Shout out to Chick-fil-A. We had a great time at summer camp. Obviously, I was going through a lot. So a lot of, like, it was good to be surrounded in worship and be surrounded in God's word during that time of me just finding out that my husband was sleeping with men over a year. I met a guy there that, honestly, I was in a vulnerable state. And this poor guy, when I tell you, if you think about the typical super Christian young white male that just wants to do for the Lord, and he's so innocent, I was attracted to that because I saw the innocence. However, I do want to make it clear that nothing happened between me and him. I just admired him from afar, and we connected in a sense of like social media or something. Like I added him on social media and like checked in on him or whatever, like, you know, just like really small talk, like, hey, how are you, great summer camp, blah blah blah. It was nothing more than that. One, he wasn't even like that type of person. He'd probably freak out if I said something crazy, flirtatious or whatever. But I was in communication with this guy, like just a little bit through Facebook. When I got home from camp, my ex saw those messages and freaked out. He felt so bad for this guy. He calls him or something on Facebook, I don't know. And he either answers or he left a voice message. I really don't know. I just remember standing in the living room and my ex was literally yelling at this guy. She's married. I don't know why she's talking to you. Did you know that she was married? Blah, blah, blah. Completely embarrassed. Lost a lot of friends from summer camp after that. Because I didn't talk about being married when I was at summer camp. Like, why are we talking about that? My husband is sleeping with men. Like, why are we walking around after meeting new people and telling people, hey, I'm married. Just found out that my husband was sleeping with men for over a year, but I'm married. Yeah, not. I didn't tell anybody that I was married. I wasn't wearing a ring. Like, I was done, y'all. I was done. So, anywho, 2014 goes by, and we kind of made it like a discussion of, we can try to fix things. We can try to like see what happens, which is completely stupid coming out of my mouth. I feel so dumb. But at the same time, let's be clear. I was over it. Like, I was so hurt. I was so embarrassed. I was so disconnected. I was over it. Like, I didn't really care. Like, I was like, okay, I'm here still. You know, we have a child. At the time, my kid was like 4, turning 5. Like, I was just like over it. Like, I looked at him and I was disgusted. I was no longer physically attracted to him at that point. It was just like, it was just nasty. Like, I felt like nasty claiming him, being with him. Like, I just didn't like it, and I didn't like him. I genuinely could care less about his feelings. And I remember after he begged for me to stay, he was literally on his knees crying. He was on his knees crying, and I felt nothing. Like, his tears were like, let me not. Like, Negro, what? Get up. Like, what are you doing? Don't try to sob and cry now, because you wasn't sobbing and crying before. You was probably slobbing, but you wasn't sobbing. You was slobbing on the knob, but you wasn't sobbing. So don't try to sob now. Like, I literally did not feel anything when this man was crying. I'm running out of time on this video, but before I move into the next little phase, I do want to update you of all the things that he has said to me up to this point that I totally forgot to tell you guys prior to. So in the beginning of the next video, I'll just do a little spiel about that, and then we'll move into what happened after in 2015, moving into the process of getting a divorce, or really entertaining that idea. And also, I need to tell you guys about the time that I literally fucked somebody else. And we'll get to that. So do not forget, like this video, okay? And watch part 15.